what you give is what you get. It's part of life. In Torah terminology, it's called midah keneged midah, measure for measure. We see it clearly in this week's parasha. The Jewish people are living in Egypt, and Yaakov, their father, passes away, and now they need to bury him. Who leads the burial ceremony? Yosef himself. He's now the viceroy of Egypt. He now leaves his post, takes off time, and he now leads the family in burying their father back in Israel, in the cave of Machpelah in Hebron. And the Talmud and the sages commend Yosef for that, because that was a priority for him, to bury his father with utmost respect. And so he led the ceremony. And because of that, he also received that in return. Because years later, when the Jewish people were now ready to leave Egypt and to return back to the Holy Land, Yosef had already passed. He was now in a casket, in a coffin. Who led his funeral? Who carried him out of Egypt? It was Moshe Rabbeinu himself. Because you treated your father that way, now Moshe is going to be the one to carry you out. And now, who buried Moshe Rabbeinu when he passed away in the desert? The answer is God himself. Because you worried about the coffin of Yosef, God said, I'm going to worry about your coffin. And Moshe Rabbeinu climbed Har Nevo, the mountain, and God buried him there himself. So we see from these stories that actually you put in the effort, you take out the reward. And that it is true in life too. In a relationship, we often complain or moan that I'm not getting enough from my spouse. The answer is because if you give more, you get more. The more you invest in the relationship, the more you take out of that relationship too. It's so much like that in our personal relationships, as well as in our relationship with God too. Shabbat Shalom.